little fox.
People in the news. Oprah Winfrey. Welcome back to People in the News, Little Fox's biography show. This week we'll be talking about American talk show host Oprah Winfrey. She's one of the richest and most successful women in the world today. But Oprah wasn't born wealthy, was she, Ben?
No, Olivia. Oprah was born into poverty in 1954. She spent her first 6 years living on a farm with her grandmother, Hattie Mae. The farm was very isolated, so Oprah's only companions were the farm animals and a doll that her grandmother had made from a corn cob. Despite not having any money, Hattie Mae was able to introduce Oprah to books, teaching her to read at a young age and instilling a strong love of learning. By the time Oprah was 3 years old, she was memorizing speeches and performing them at church. People were amazed by the little girl's talent for public speaking. But life changed for Oprah when she was 6. She went to live with her mother, who didn't place much value on education. She complained when Oprah read books, and she accused Oprah of thinking she was better than other kids. Suddenly, Oprah was being told that she shouldn't be smart, and this was very confusing to her. But Oprah's interest in learning couldn't be suppressed. When she started kindergarten, she quickly realized that she was brighter than many of the other students. So she wrote a note to her teacher saying she was too smart for kindergarten. The teacher agreed, and the next day Oprah was moved up to first grade. Oprah eventually went to live with her father, who insisted that Oprah get good grades. Another important influence was her 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Duncan, who encouraged Oprah to read a lot and often stayed after school to help her with schoolwork. Most importantly, though, Mrs. Duncan taught Oprah that, despite what anyone said, Oprah should be proud of herself for being smart. She's never forgotten that important lesson. After winning a beauty contest when she was 17, Oprah got a job as a newscaster at a radio station. During her sophomore year of college, a local television station offered her a job as a news anchor. Oprah was only 19, and she was already on TV. That was a difficult time for Oprah, though. She was starting her television career while still going to college. She went to classes in the morning and then worked at the station until 10 o'clock at night. She often stayed up until 2 or 3 in the morning, studying and doing homework.
How did Oprah go from being a news anchor to having her own talk show?
Well, Oprah wasn't a very good news reporter. When she was talking about tragedies, crimes, and other events, she often got upset and showed too much emotion. So the station moved her to an early morning talk show where she could be herself and interview guests in a more relaxed atmosphere. After filming her first episode, Oprah knew right away that hosting a talk show was what she wanted to do for her career. In 1984, Oprah moved to Chicago to host another talk show. Oprah did really well, and the show's name was soon changed to The Oprah Winfrey Show. Within a few years, it was the most popular talk show in America, eventually turning Oprah into a billionaire, as well as one of the most influential people in the world. The Oprah Winfrey Show ended in 2011. While it was on the air, it featured interviews with many famous people. But it also broadcast many inspiring stories about ordinary people who had dealt with tragedies or overcome challenging circumstances. Oprah often used her show to talk about important social issues, such as race, child abuse, and AIDS. She was open to talking about her own life, too, which was a big reason for her popularity with TV viewers. In one famous episode, she invited her former teacher, Mrs. Duncan, on the show. Many years had gone by, but now Oprah could tell her favorite teacher just how important she had been to Oprah. It was a special moment for both women. Oprah's show also provided an opportunity for her to share her love of books. She started a segment called Oprah's Book Club, in which she selected a new book to read each month. Audience members read the book along with her, and at the end of the month, Oprah invited the book's author to appear on the show. Most of the books Oprah chose became instant bestsellers, and her segment encouraged millions of people to read. Oprah is also passionate about acting. In 1986, she was nominated for an Academy Award, an important film industry award, for her role in the movie The Color Purple. Her interest in movies led her to start her own production company, Harpo Productions, which has made several movies based on books Oprah likes. But Oprah isn't only involved in the entertainment business. Over the years, she has frequently used her enormous wealth and influence to do important charity work. In 1998, she created Oprah's Angel Network, a charitable organization that encourages people to volunteer and help others who are less fortunate. Oprah's Angel Network has helped to build homes and schools around the world, as well as provide books and school supplies for disadvantaged students. In 2007, Oprah established a new boarding school in South Africa, the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls. Oprah is very involved with this school for academically gifted girls. And guess what, Olivia? She even picked out the girls' bed sheets!
Thanks for the interesting report, Ben. It sounds like Oprah has never forgotten her own poor childhood and the important role that education played in her success. Well, that's it for this edition of People in the News. See you next week, Little Fox readers.
Little Fox.